Hello, everybody. Welcome to the American Horror Story Roanoke Chapter 9 episode recap review. Spoilers! So, this starts off with Sophie, Todd, and Milo running around in the forest, who are new characters who are big fans of My Roanoke Nightmare and are trying to get super mega likes on Facebook and go viral. So, they're just like super fans running around in the forest with cameras and phones and selfie sticks, and they discover D, Deanna, I think her name was D. We'll call her D because that's how I remember her from the first episode of Roanoke Nightmare Return to Hell, and they find her as a ghost, and then they find her dead body in a car flipped over. So that's what happened to her. They go to the cops. The cops don't believe them. Um, then we come back to Audrey and Manet and the dude who was in the pig costume who played one of the butcher's sons in the reenactment. And they convince him that this is all real and everything is true, and we need to go get a car from the Polk house and get the oh, Lee's there too. No, they had to go get Monet and the tapes and the car to get out of there because the Polks have cars and weapons. So they do that. Dude's gonna hotwire the car. Lee's gonna go get the tapes, and Audrey's gonna go find Monet. So when the dude hotwires it, he gets his. Seemed like he got his throat slit, or at least stabbed or something, because blood started coming in his hands. And it's one of the Polk boys. And they get Monet. Lee gets the tapes. Lee shoots. No, not Lee. Audrey shoots the other Polk boy. And then the people with the pitchforks come, and the other Polk boy gets in the car and drives off. So they split up. Audrey and Monet make it back to the house. And Lee runs off in the forest and gets fed something from the druid, and she eats it. So then she goes under a spell while Milo, Todd, and Sophie go back into the woods after the cops kind of tried to talk them out of it and threaten them with trespassing and all kinds of stuff. But they're super diehard fans and they need to get those likes and views and follows on Facebook, on Instagram, and their website. So they go back. They find Lee, who looks like she needs help. So Todd goes up to help her. He gets his throat slit. The other two run off. They end up to the production truck, and they get stuck in the production truck because one of the butcher sons was out there. And so they're in there, and then they finally figure out, oh, they're making a season 2, and oh my god, look, everybody's dead, and oh, that's Audrey and Monet, and they call her Lee, and he's like, that's Lee outside. So yeah, Lee goes into the house, and Sophie and Milo are gonna go stop her. Lee gets in the house. She kills Monet by kicking her off the rail and onto the broken chandelier, and she gets a stick through her chest, stomach area, and then Audrey gets to the basement tunnel. She gets out to there. Lee stabs her in the or cleaves her right here and then kicks her over. And it looks like she hit her head on the pipe, but we'll get to it. And then Lee's clearly under the butcher's or the druid spell. And then they do the whole scene with Milo and Sophia. They get stuck on spikes, poured gas on them, and set them on fire. The cops come. They find Lee. She's they're taking her to the hospital. Audrey comes out through the basement, and then they help her, and then she finds Lee, and she calls her a murderer, pulls the gun out on her, tosses the sheriff off her, and all the sheriff shoot her, and she's dead, and that's how it ends. Everybody's dead except for Lee. Um, the scenes that I think the next one's the last episode because I don't see where they're going, but who knows? I haven't said that yet. Um, but they showed Lee on the Lana Turner show. Oddly enough, the lady who is playing Lana Turner is the same lady who played Shelby in the reenactment. So the same lady who called her a murderer and wanted to shoot her. So yeah, that's how it ends. We'll see you next week.